Modals, Class 9. Students, today you're going to learn about the usage of modals. They are also called modal verbs or modal auxiliaries. Now, what are these modals? Modals are special verbs which behave irregularly in English. They are different from main verbs like jump, pull, wash, etc. They give additional information about the function of the main verb that follows it. Now let's learn modals. First of all, listen to these spoken sentences carefully. I can dance, but cannot swim. Birds can fly, but elephants cannot fly. Students, we use can to show the ability to do something in the present. Now listen to the next spoken sentences carefully. I could run fast when I was a child. Rita could dance when she was 8. My father could climb trees when he was young. Now here, my dear students, we use could to show ability to do something in the past. Students, now we'll differentiate between the use of can and could. Can is used to take permission to do something in the present. For example, can I go to the shopping mall? Whereas could is more polite and formal than can. For example, could you lend me your book, please? Can is also used to request for something. For example, can you wait a moment, please? Could is used to request politely. For example, could you wait a moment, please? We use can when we offer something. For example, I can give you my notebook till tomorrow. And to be more polite, we use could. For example, I could lend you my notebook till tomorrow. Students, we also use can when we suggest something. For example, can we visit grandma at the weekend? We use could to suggest something politely. For example, could we visit grandma at the weekend? Students, now we will talk about may and might. May is used to express what is possible, factual, or could be factual. For example, he may turn up any moment, whereas might is used to express what is hypothetical, counterfactual, or remotely possible. For example, if you hurry, you might get there on time. If I win the lottery, I might buy a Ferrari. Hypothetical. In the above sentences, we notice that might deals with situations that are speculative or did not actually happen, whereas may deals with situations that are possible or could be factual. Secondly, might is the past tense of may. For example, he might have called earlier, but I was not home. I might see you tomorrow. It looks nice but it might be very expensive. When talking about something that is not happening, it can be better to use might to avoid confusion with the permissive may. May is used to make polite and formal requests. For example, may we come a bit later? May I borrow your car tomorrow? Lastly, I'll explain you some other auxiliary verbs such as ought, must and should. Ought is followed by a to infinitive. Ought expresses ideas such as duty, necessity, and moral obligation. It is not as forceful as must, but it is stronger than should. For example, you ought to be punctual. We ought to help the poor. Students, must is used to express ideas such as compulsion, obligation, necessity, or duty. It is much stronger than should. For example, we must serve our country. He must pay the fine. This is for compulsion. For obligation, we say, we must respect our elders. And for necessity, we would say, we must get up early. Should is used to express duty, necessity, or obligation. For example, you should serve your country. We should help the poor. You should take exercise daily. Students, should is also used to express purpose or suggestion or condition. For purpose, we say, walk fast lest you should miss the train. For suggestion, we say, you should not leave this place so late in the night. And for condition, we would say, I should be glad to meet him. My dear students, try to use these models which you've just learned. Use them every day in your conversation.